Ever wanted to make your own Pokemon-style music? Today we're composing a rock-type battle theme, loosely inspired by Pokemon Conquest's Rock Battle. So get comfortable, relax, and let's jump in! Just came out with a little drum beat there, so we've got toms, and let's go through what we've done. Then we've got a shaker on top of that. And another toms. Just to double up. And I thought the timpanis mainly to fill out the sound. And then some cymbals all together. Very simple pattern, which is just a D minor chord on the spiccato strings. So there I've done some automation which just brings the volume up. So that essentially acts as the intro, and this is now the verse. So these are the chords, which is on a pizzicato patch. And we've got, what's that, A sus4 followed by D sus4, and then going down to G sus4. Yep, and then back to A sus4. And the same thing on a string patch. It says orchestra there, but a string patch. And to add some more excitement, we've got this acid bass sound, which is just doing one long note. And that's just a rising pattern going from the D on the brass here. And to finish it all off, we've got this sweep that is leading us up and building energy to the end of the section. I'm going to keep the drums the same here, but we're going to do something different over the top of it. Just a melody by itself. I think is enough there. Double it up. So I didn't want to bore the listener with that melody happening again. I've gone back to these sus chords here. And they are just E sus4, F sus4, E sus4, and that final one is just G sus4. So all that's happening there, but we've added this little sound here. It's quite cool, all together. Octave below that. And a sweep to bring it on to the next section. So we're just keeping that D minor, but it's again D sus4, and we're just raising that top note of it from the G to the A, and then we're ending on that C at the top. And a rising pattern on the brass patch, just going up the scale from D, D, E, F, G. I think that's probably long enough. I could do it twice, but I think I'll now go into the climax of the piece. Just a quick interjection, if I could just ask you to give me a thumbs up, that would really help. And if you like this sort of content, then please get subscribed. Let's get back to the video. Let's go over what I've done there, so let's do this one by one. Yep, so that is a D minor chord again, but we're doing a different inversion of it, starting from the D but running down this time, and then we're going to would be F major and finishing on a, is that D minor again? Yeah, D minor again, there we go, just D minor, F, D minor again. And then I'm using these sus2 chords now, and that's just rising up, starting from B flat and just going up to C and then going up to D, and that's all it's doing there. And similar with this sound here, it's called Japanese something. Spiccato strings, which are doing again the same chords, another layer, and an acid bass sound that we used before going. B flat, C and D, which is really the chords of this. Yeah, so B flat, major, C and D minor. And brass. It's going up the scale. Continuing up the scale. Sometimes you don't need to do complicated things. That just builds up tension. And then we will have a think about what we're going to do now. As you can hear, I copied and pasted everything, and we've continued going up the scale with the brass sound, which is here. So it gets even higher now. So it's got an octave above it. And we've added this. I didn't even quantize it. Which sounds suitably chaotic to finish this section off with, but I have also got this wow synth coming back, which is now just acting as a second bass. Now the question is, will this loop back round? I think that works. With this piece, I think we'll listen to it the whole way through, and again, let me know whether you want me to play these pieces at the end. It does make the video slightly longer, but some of you might be interested. A couple of points there. The drums are identical the whole way through, so don't always think, oh, I need to go and vary that up every time. Maybe just make a couple of changes here and there. That was just a complicated enough beat to hold the song together the whole way through. And the only other thing of complex there was that melody, and that is literally me jamming over the top of it. So sometimes just put it on loop, hit record and see what comes out. And practice your keyboard skills. Good. Put a comment down below, like, subscribe, all that, and I will see you in the next one.